She may not be running on her own steam just yet, but Challenger 3985 is on the way to Illinois to be restored. And as Challenger 3985 heads across the Midwest to be restored, the old locomotive has a few old friends following along. And as the only operating engine of its class in the world, it needs a little care along the way sometimes.
Well, it's got journal bearings, not roller bearings, and when they were originally designed, they had grease pads, so the grease would push up underneath. Well, they don't make those anymore, so we had to convert it over to oil. But that creates another set of problems.
Union Pacific Challenger number 3985 has a special train crew caring for her as she crosses the country to her destination. 3985 was designed by Union Pacific and built in 1943 by the American Locomotive Company. It is one of 105 Challengers built for Union Pacific between 1936 and 1943. And was for many years the only operating engine of its class in the world, the largest and most powerful operating steam locomotive. Now, that title has transitioned to Big Boy number 4014 following Big Boy's restoration. Number 3985 last operated in regular train service in 1957. It was retired in 1962 and stored in the Roundhouse in Cheyenne, Wyoming, until 1975, when it was placed on display near the Cheyenne Depot. A group of Union Pacific employees volunteered their services to restore the locomotive to running condition in 1981. Union Pacific donated Challenger number 3985 to the nonprofit Railroading Heritage of Midwest America, who plans to restore it back to operating condition.
You had that down to an art form.
Yeah, sure do.
The Challengers were nearly 122 feet long and weighed more than 1 million pounds. They operated over most of the Union Pacific system, primarily in freight service, but a few were assigned to passenger trains operating through Mountain Territory to California and Oregon. Number 3985 originally burned coal and pulled a tender with 32-ton capacity. In 1990, it was converted to use number 5 oil. The top speed of number 3985 is about 70 miles an hour. It's an honor and a privilege to know that Challenger 3977 sits in North Platte at Cody Park, the only other one of its kind traveling through North Platte, and an honor and a privilege to see that piece of history come through town. I'm Melanie Standiford, Midwest Media.